everybody to the roast of our immediate past district director from District 1, well, from the final, well, from District 106. I don't know. Okay, so I do have some roasting material. We have a number of people in this room, so please hang around. Perhaps everybody, but I can only get 10, sorry. We've got 10 people who got stuff on you, and they got the goods on you, and I do want to open up with the goods from one of your colleagues who couldn't be here, Matt, who served with you, who knows all the details and shortcomings, and everything you did in the background that deserves roasting. And it's hard for me to say because, I'm going to start by saying his name. Ed Alward, Ed Aylward, Ed all y'all, Ed oh, take closer to mine. Ed, Ed Alward. So in introducing Ed, I want to introduce you to Matt Villella. I think today is the first time I've ever heard you say your last name, I think. So it comes from the best people out there, and one of the things that Keith wanted me to tell you is he's landed on vanilla. He hears most people use that, so hey, so that's what we're here. We're here to roast today, Matt Vanilla. All right. I have, just to start again, Ed Ale, I'm just going to call him Ed Aylward. Ed Aylward says he met Matt in Duluth in November of 2022. He sends his greetings to you today. He's unable to attend. I think he's attending Irish Fair.
Priorities.
Right. Gopu suggested that they sit together during lunch to get to know each other because Gopu was anticipating Matt's election to District 106 Club Growth Director in 2023. So there's something going on here, right? What a disaster! Matt was a shy, timid character who would barely make eye contact. Can you believe that? Ed found him to be a spectral vacuum. This is of social energy. I noted that he enjoyed lunch, and he especially enjoyed that he wasn't paying. Well, little did I know, he says. Somehow Matt was elected to District 106 Trio in May of 2023. I continued to work hard with the objective of bringing Matt out of his shell. I'm reading it. It's here. It's like the Bible, right? We were together in the Bahamas for the Toastmasters International Convention in August of 2023. I tried to introduce Matt to other Toastmasters, but he was always disappearing. He's gone. He's like, come in. He was so timid that he could disappear into the wallpaper. Well, at a group dinner of 10 or so folks for one night, Matt was sitting across from me, he says. We had a table conversation about how the check might be split. You know what's coming here, don't you? Yeah. But when the check came, Ed, I looked up at it and turned away for a moment to get my wallet. Okay? When I looked up, Matt was nowhere to be found. He split. He's under the wallpaper. It was only a matter of seconds, but despite me not hearing a sound, Ninja Matt had vanished. He's gone. There we were, he says. Penniless, bewildered colleagues. By now you realize that this is a near complete fabrication, Ed says. No, I don't believe that. I did begin to get to know Matt better beginning in November of 2022, he says. He was then and remains a gregarious people person. He turned around. I can't believe he did that. He's lying, but hey. I appreciate having been present to witness Matt's growth in district leadership roles. I'm especially happy and privileged to have worked closely with Matt. Thank you for your service, Matt. You are a titan, he said. I love this. You are a titan of charisma, an accomplished leader, and a valued friend. From Ed Aylward. All right, it is my pleasure. I'm just going to open up with one of my opening lines here, just because I didn't write it, but somebody else did. Today we're here to celebrate one of Toastmasters' finest leaders and one of the few men who voluntarily attended so many meetings that we're now concerned it may qualify as a medical condition. 8 or 10 people, more people, and I've got them in order here, and I'm gonna start with, one of your colleagues, and you've given him a lot of awards today, but he'll let you know he deserves it. Please, welcome up Leo Smith.
All right, thank you, Pat, for setting a low bar. Try to go below it.
I won't time you.
You bet. I got 4 to 5 minutes, I hope.
Yep.
All right, it is great to see so many, not 45. It's great to see so many District 6 people here at the TLI. It's Saturday and you could be anywhere, which basically means you're dedicated and make questionable choices. So Matt, you are in good company here.
Oh!
Yeah. So, thank you, Darko.
Welcome, Leo.
Yeah. Well, we're going to work on that. So Toastmasters teaches us confidence, leadership, and communication. 3 skills which immediately get forgotten the second someone asks for volunteers.
Yeah.
All right, so that one was sponsored by Ashok. He's still looking for 10 or so district area directors. Thank you, Ashok, for that bomb. Oh, you didn't deserve that, you're right. You deserve much worse. All right. Look around this room. This is what happens when you discover public speaking and completely lose control of your weekend. All right. Where else can you spend a full day of learning leadership skills from people trying to give you another job? Yeah. All right. Enough about you guys. Let's talk about Matt, our Thunder Bay Canadian friend. You can see him through the smoke. Oh, I'm sorry, it didn't come with them. It's going to get better, I promise you. Yes, Matt loves Thunder Bay so much the city doesn't need a tourism department anymore. Just has Matt's contact information. See, Matt doesn't promote Thunder Bay. He evangelizes it. So some of you here, took the bus, others drove, but many went up to Thunder Bay, and up there, Matt says to me, he says, Leo, you gotta come and see the sleeping giant. And I says, well, how many giants does the city have, Matt? I expected more from you. Thank you, that's better. All right, keep it up, I'm just a warm-up act. All right. Hey, Brian, I love you. Well, someone forced you. All right, most people join Toastmasters to conquer their fear of public speaking. Matt conquered his like the game of Risk. It was occupied territory for him, and eventually he took over the district, and now we're waiting for him to take over Australia. Matt has served in so many Toastmaster leadership roles, he's not climbing the organization anymore. He's collecting it. Area director, division director, training director, club growth director, program quality director. What else? District director? Oh, congratulations. When's that coming? Oh, geez, that was not this. That was uncalled for. All right. Matt can turn eye contact into volunteer assignment. Look at it too long, and congratulations, you are a new area director. Matt ran for city council, Rotary Toastmasters, leadership, Thunder Bay, Easter Seals, and half of the city committees still left with him. 4 unscheduled minutes on a Thursday, and he's looking for another club to join. Matt is a professor, Toastmaster Rotarian, volunteer, community booster, and former political candidate. LinkedIn doesn't show his experience anymore. It just says continued doom scrolling. Oh, is that low?
Keep going.
Okay. All right, Matt has chaired so many committees that if 4 people stand near him for more than 5 minutes, he automatically assumes he has a quorum. When Matt says, I got an idea, somewhere in District 6, a club officer quietly loses their weekend. Matt loves the WWE.
Hey,
Big entrances, strong promos, championship ambitions, and somehow there's always another title involved. Okay, that was good. Next time I'm scratching that one. At one Toastmasters contest, Matt apparently got so caught up in the moment he forgot the one important rule. This is not any fall anywhere match. That's an inside joke.
yeah, I got it.
Still hurts, doesn't it? Yeah, all right. I had to drop that one in there. Most of you, okay.
Time.
All right, okay, one second. I'm gonna go into the close then, Matt. Let's see, nobody leaves without a responsibility around Matt, and that's really the truth about Matt. We roast him because he gives us endless material, he volunteers too much, he leads too much, he promotes Thunder Bay way too much, and the city personally, well, it doesn't pay him a commission, but I think it does. Okay, and I'm at 5, I'm almost finished. But he keeps showing up for his clubs, for his district, for his students, and for his community, for the people around him, and most of us see the job that he's doing and think somebody should really take care of that. Matt sees the same job and makes a terrible mistake of thinking, apparently he's somebody. So Matt, we tease him, we tease the method, but we respect the mission. So Matt, your calendar is terrifying, and it has been. Your volunteer reflex is way out of control. And if you ask me to join another committee, I'm reporting you to Toastmasters International. But District 6 is stronger because you keep showing up. And Thunder Bay is better because you keep cheering it on. And all of us are better because somewhere along the way, Matt Villella probably looked us in the eye. I believe vanilla. I didn't get that right, did I? And then immediately assigned something to us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Matt, for being a good friend. Maybe the last time I can call you a friend, but I'm glad I was here for it.
All right. I might have to do that again because he left his notes and took my notes. All right, it's an exciting day here. Let me just resume here. Gotcha.
I think we're done already.
No, we got a long list, actually. So one of the next people was clawing at my list. Pat, she was like, I think she was the first one who responded and said, put me on the list. I've got material. So please welcome Courtney Wilkie. So Courtney. Memories! What good fellow memories! I sing out of tune because I like to zoom, with my bushy tail sticking up high, tickling someone in his eye. Where are you? Who are you? When I first met Matt, I came down with the thunder. Down with the thunder, because his presence was big as a stone. Then he had that look that you could follow anywhere you can be. Because he was a jolly fellow, he could do anything so bright and delicious.
Delicious.
But I don't get it. Like, who is this guy? Why do I gravitate? Because he's not Mr. McCavity. So I had to figure out why this musical number, because we found out from Leo that he likes to go everywhere, but caused off a big hairball about theater. And I tell you, we have a story. And sometimes the stories end at the last
spring conference. So cough it up, man. Where is my gavel? Cough it up, man. Because the oinkers and the piggies and everybody else cannot hide. Because I like to play with my toys alone under a dark shadow. But there's a jailbreak finally for you. The biggest cat in the town has finally reigned for 3 years. And we can celebrate your freedom with some catnip. But she's not going to give it to you until we cross the border and close it for a while. And we know that the water puddles and the birdies are going to have fun with you, running all over and trample this. So not so fast, my dear friend, because these things only go so fast. As I say, Speedy Gonzalez enjoys his stuff. That we are going to start packing your scooter. I know, it's invisible. Leslie and I hid it so far away. It's under some snow, under some books, and we're not going to whack any dogs with it. If you cannot tell, I am a theater major, not pseudo stuff with music, and a few of my friends know that. Ding dong, what does that mean with the cats? We need to go in. So I have a great time off. Don't purr too loud, or we're gonna feel some thunder. Back to you, Pat.
Thank you so much. I think we're getting a little bit of background information on Matt we really didn't know about before, Matt. My gosh, I think I need my notes. Okay, I will depend on them. So our next couple of speakers here, and then actually a couple of down the line, there are a number of people, Matt, you probably know that came before you.
Yes.
As a district director, district governor, past district director, past district governor, but also the leading up to that, I don't know how to say the lieutenant governor of education and training, not, but the trio members that come just before your seat will be here now to share some of their leadership conundrums, leadership challenges. If I could find my right one here, and read this to you here. As a district director, you spent hours and hours, countless hours serving across Minnesota and western Western Ontario, right? If you've ever wondered where all of your membership dues went, you might ask Anna or Shook. I'm laying on that. Because if you've ever wondered where they went, especially with the increase now, most of them were converted into Matt's mileage reimbursement requests.
Can I talk to you after this?
So welcome up our next roaster, toaster, whatever she chooses, Anna Gages.
So I mostly have good things to say about Matt, but maybe one little rib in the middle just for fun. So for the trio retreat, when Matt started his year, we had a trio retreat where Ashok and I went up to Thunder Bay to have a weekend with Matt, and during part of that time, we went to Matt's apartment, and he said that his cat, Corey, doesn't really like women, but we could go there and maybe he would tolerate us. Well, by the time Matt came back downstairs from getting changed, Corey was on my lap purring, so maybe he just doesn't like women who aren't named Anna. But for that, so I have some trees. This is for Corey.
Oh,
yeah.
Some Halloween mice. And for Matt too. Oh, because oftentimes since Matt's in Eastern time zone and we're in Central, and I'm a night owl, sometimes he stays up way beyond his beauty rest time to be on a Zoom call with me, and sometimes Corey is attacking him because he wants him to go to sleep. So that will maybe detract Corey in case Matt has me on a late night Zoom call. But
Are these theft?
okay, well, just hide those under the car seat when you under your car seat on the way back. So another thing that happened at the trio retreat was Matt asked us what we wanted him to provide for food up there. And Ashok replied, chocolate and nuts. And then I had this big long list of a bunch of crazy ideas and specific beverages, et cetera. We got up there, Matt had all the beverages that I chose, and no chocolate. No nuts. 2 items! He only wanted 2 things, and he didn't even. So, that's again some kind of Anna preference where I guess he just listened to me and he didn't listen to Ashok. But for that,
Oh no.
I have some chocolate and mashed up nuts in the form of Reese's. That's for Leslie, and we're keeping him alive. Okay. And so, also, Matt would sometimes try to cheer me up or send me some fun messages in the chat. And I got a video from him that looked like an Omo video, so I pressed it, and then I was by my family. But all of a sudden, Elmo starts using inappropriate words, so I had to run out of the room so before my mom heard too many colorful languages coming from this cute little puppet. I love it. Anyway, so now I know whenever I get a video from Matt that I can't open it around any children or or whatever Michael said back then. And now that Matt is IPDD and he has less things to do, even though he always finds things to do, I thought maybe he could make his own videos. It's also a dog toy. So if he could squeak at somebody, but
I love it.
so those were. But all in all, it was a true pleasure serving with Matt and becoming good friends with him and Ashok and all of our leadership team. And it's truly a pleasure. I don't want to roast him anymore. I think I'd rather just give him a nice big hug.
Thank you very much, Anna. Well said. Well delivered. Awesome. Well, Matt, you probably know this, but you probably felt like you had a little mini me running around all year last year. Did you? A little mini me following, watching every step you've made, even the trips and the falls. And it was a shook. Well, a shook now, we're going to hear from a shook in here. What did he learn from that during his year of following you around?
Thank you so much, Pat. The many talents of Matt Villella. Good afternoon, everyone. I have the pleasure of roasting now our amazing Matt Villella. Let me tell you, roasting Matt is not that easy. Not because there are not enough things to roast him, but because Matt has probably already created a strategic plan to rewrite it, or prevent it, I would say. Firstly, I would say, Matt, you did an amazing job as a district director for 2025-26. D106 is lucky to have you, I would say. You managed the district, supported leaders, handled countless issues, and most impressively, you survived working with all of us, especially with me and Anna. That alone deserves a distinguished Toastmaster. DTM project, yes. One thing I learned about Matt is he loves meetings. Matt doesn't just attend meetings. Matt also experiences the meetings. Most people say, hey, can we talk for 5 minutes? And he says, absolutely, let me send you the agenda. 5 minutes later, you have an agenda and a Zoom link, meeting objectives, action items, and a follow-up meeting. And if you are really unlucky, a survey. Yes, Matt, whatever you need. And let's talk about Matt's leadership style. Matt is incredibly calm. Nothing seems to bother him. Thank you. You could tell Matt, we have a major problem. He will calmly say, okay, let's understand the situation. Meanwhile, the rest of us are thinking, the district is on fire. Matt is opening the district central spreadsheets. But seriously, Matt, behind all the jokes, you have been an incredible leader. You gave your time, you gave your energy, you dealt with difficult situations, and you always supported your team. And you helped move the district forward. As your PQD, I saw firsthand how much you cared about the members and the leadership team and the passion for Toastmasters. You have it you can see it at any moment. So you genuinely wanted people to succeed, including myself, because my DTM happened because of him. And that's what makes you a great Toastmaster and a great leader. So Matt, as you hand over the district director title, remember, you can stop attending all those leadership meetings. You can stop sending these follow-up emails. You can stop asking for action items. And most importantly, you can finally delete the district director calendar. Finally, Matt, congratulations on an incredible year. Thank you for your leadership, your friendship, and your service. And from all of us, we salute you, Matt.
Great message from a mini-me. I love it. Thanks, Ashok. Just wait till next year. Matt's going to be doing.
I can't wait. I'm already writing notes.
All right, yeah, he's doing very well. You can need another computer there, Matt. Okay. So now it's time for somebody who's been around the district for a long time. She hasn't been district director, hasn't come through the trio yet, but hey, someday is her day, and today she is going to roast you like there's no tomorrow. Welcome up, Ann Gretsch.
Oh, boy. Yeah, man.
You want to pull that out of there? Gotcha.
All right.
You're on.
Thank you, Pat. Before I start timing me, I told her I have a little prequel here. So are you all familiar with the film Armageddon? Mm-hmm. It stars Bruce Willis. He plays a character named Harry Stamper. Harry owns this oil drinking reel. He has a daughter, Grace, played by Liv Tyler, and Grace has a boyfriend, AJ, played by Ben Affleck. So the relationship between Harry and AJ is very stormy at the beginning. And when Harry's upset with AJ, he talks to him in a certain pattern. I'll reference that, and you'll all get to interact. Right, here we go. Matt Villella, Vanilla, whatever you're going on. I had 2 roles with Matt this past year. I was his fall online chief judge and his spring TMOY chair, so double the trouble. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I meant double the fun. Double the fun. So let's walk backwards in time when I'm his fall online chief judge. Matt calls me one night. We gotta talk, Ann. He said, well, we're a communication organization. What would you like to talk about? He said, Ann, I'm getting some feedback that some of the helpers are just getting burnt out with these online briefings. And Matt remembers this. And I said, Matt, these people have volunteered for these positions. And remember my reference to Armageddon? Matt, I just have 5 words for you, and these all apply to you, so pay attention. Let me do my job. So let's all repeat those 5 words. What are they?
Let me do my job.
Very good. And so then Matt has the audacity to say to me, Ann, you should make this chief judge role a DTM project. When, Lord? When did I say to Matt that I wanted this to be a DTM project? That's right, I did not. I never said that. Matt, I just have 5 words for you. That's all. Say them together.
Let me do my job.
Thank you for participating. One more. We're going to walk forward now on his TMOI chair. And I have another discussion with Matt. And Matt will remember this one. I said, Matt, we really need to be careful about who's being nominated for TMOI. District officers should not be nominated. Some of them are determining their TMOI. So area directors, division directors, district officers really shouldn't be in the pool. Let me give you a perfect example. My home club, Mr. Bart Darko, TikTokers, wanted to nominate me for TMOI. And they went on and on about all the wonderful things I did. And I said, hey, thank you. I really appreciate that you want to nominate me, but I can't. I'm the TMOI, the district TMOI chair. I can't. It's a conflict of interest. And then Matt says to me, yeah, same for me. In my Thunder Bay club, they wanted to nominate me for TMOI, and they had all these good things to say about me, and I said, I appreciate it. Thank you, but I can't take the nomination. I'm the district director. I can't be in the pool. Matt, I thought I had a really good example for you. I didn't really need another really good example. I get it. But really, all kidding aside, I really enjoyed working with Matt this past year, being his chief judge in the fall, his TMOI chair this week. It was perfect. It couldn't have been a better match. Thank you, Matt, for making that happen. And I know I'm going to be looking forward to working with you this year in your 1,000 roles that you've taken on. Okay, not 1,000, but at least 3. You're great, you're awesome, you're wonderful. Thank you for all you've done for the district. Thanks.
All right, we might have to call her back later. All right, sounds good. Matt, I know one thing I know about you. I know about you is that you are very self-aware. You know how you sometimes ahs and ums. You know your crutch words. You know you call them out on other people. All that kind of stuff. You know you get evaluations. I know. So I just wanted to remind you about something today, especially before our next few roasters. Remember that everyone's goal today is affection disguised as mockery, just so you know.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
At any point you appear uncomfortable, we'll just simply evaluate you using the Toastmasters sandwich method, which is compliment, insult, compliment. Compliment, insult, compliment. All right? All right. Okay. Well, so this next person was a last minute ad. I have to finally put him right in the middle because you know what? He's your area. I don't say area governor. Division. What is it called?
Director.
Area Director of the Year. Please welcome up Tom Polachek.
I don't have so many.
Yeah, well, hey, remember.
We're way over time anyway, it's okay.
Oh, no way.
You can hear me, right?
Yep.
All right. So I have a difficult last name to pronounce. If you read it, it's hard to pronounce. Polachek should be really easy to say. I always tell people that it's like a bank teller named Paul. and you put down your deposit. Paul, a check. Okay. So with Matthew, he has a funny last name too.
Funny.
So I met him a couple of years ago when I was Area 25 Director. He was a Program Quality Director for Katie Hirsch. And somebody said, well, how to pronounce his name is you start to say the, and then you shake your head. Villella.
Okay.
Villella.
One more time.
Villella.
There you go.
Okay, so I have a degree in aerospace engineering, and one of my favorite courses was astrodynamics, and I found out that everybody has a gravitational field, okay? So we're really close to the Earth, so the Earth has a massive mass, and so that's why you don't see things rotating around your body. So the definition of force due to gravity is universal gravitational constant times a large body, the mass of a large body, and a mass of a smaller body, and divided by the square root of the radius between those. So if you happen to be around Matthew here and you feel drawn to him, it's not his magnetic personality, it's his gravitational field. So I was told that I had one of the most well attended area contests in the spring, and I got Leslie Harding, she volunteered to be chief judge, and then Matthew volunteered to be a judge as well. And then right before the contest, I get a note from him saying, I can't make it. And I'm like, well, what's your excuse? Well, I'm in the hospital. And I'm like, I've heard all kinds of excuses. I'd like to see some proof. So anyhow, he told me his condition. I felt really bad for him, so I'm a praying man, so I put in a prayer request at one of my favorite websites, and then just to make sure that he was going to get better, I got down on my knees and I started praying for his good health, and I heard this audible voice. I'm like, who's that? Oh, it must be God. And so God's telling me, he's like saying, you know, I got the whole world in my hands, and I've been after this Villella guy for a while to lose some weight because it's getting a little bit heavy to hold the earth there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've lost a lot of weight this year. So I'm talking to God, and God says, well, I'm making sure that this guy's going to stick around for a long time. I've sent him an angel to watch over him and make sure he's doing good things. I said, is that Leslie? Oh, no, that's not Leslie, it's his cat. So as long as he's taking care of his cat, he'll stay on this earth. And then I mentioned Leslie again, and I said, what about her cat? And he said, oh, that's from the other side. That's from the other side. So they're kind of in limbo. They balance each other. Okay. So and then the other thing is that Leslie. The great thing about Leslie is she's a blessing to be around. Her throughout. No, this is actually nice. Throughout the year, I was trying to get the members of my Area 24 to produce educational levels. She had more educational levels, I think it was somewhere in the 40s. Mine was around 24. And I had the most people at the start of the year because I had 6 clubs.
That's 5 minutes.
Oh, that's 5 minutes? Okay, well, so Leslie's a blessing, and I'm blessed to know both of you. Thank you.
One thing that Matt sort of whispered to me earlier, he said, so I will be leading a class. I'd really like to lead it during this time, but right before our next roast, it's called Roast Etiquette 101. And we'll sign everybody up. Tom will be at the front of the room. All right, thanks, Tom, I appreciate that. Okay, so we've got a couple of more people here who have really important things to say. And I've got a little fun, one of my jokes. All right, okay. I don't remember where it's at, but I will, we have two more people here that are going to be speaking. Longtime Toastmasters and a past district director who probably know you better than Leslie or anybody else around. Oh, I do want to thank Leslie. So Matt, I did go behind your back and ask people for information, how we might like craft it. And Leslie sent me an email that was so long that I couldn't read it all. So I sent it to everybody and they input all of this good stuff into all of their roasts and toasts today. So thank you, Leslie. You're a dynamo.
She's walking.
All right, so our next speaker is somebody who's been around a long time. He has a lot of funny things to say. He does pictures, he does videos. He was seen on the dance floor with you at the spring conference. So you know what? Please welcome Brian Rice. Yeah.
Bust the move.
You know why Matt is like an ear of corn?
Why?
Because he's so easy to roast. I first heard of Matt Villella when I was being asked to be a finance manager, and I thought, oh, finance manager. I was doing this for Katie Hurst, and Matt was program quality director, and you were. Well, I learned a lot of things about creative bookkeeping because Matt is so smart. He is so clever. He is kind of devious, and he's lucky. He's in Canada where U.S. laws don't reach him because he could be in trouble. Because I think he's a brilliant guy, but he always had all these receipts I would get, and I had to parse through these and say, what's all the Dairy Queen receipts for, Matt? Come on, what are you doing? Jeez, he loves that restaurant. Anyway, I have some comments about Matt. I'll be brief. Because you know why the Canadian dollar, the loonie, is like Matt? Why? Because they're a little loony. Loony there. Because now you can leave the U.S. a bit loonier than you came. I'll just also say that Matt's a very inspirational guy. I learned a lot from him. And I'd like to say, I'm proud to say I survived his tenure at district director. Now I'm a stronger person because that which does not kill you only makes you stronger. Matt, thanks for being an inspiration to me. I hope you have a successful turn as the past district director. I know you'll be doing good things for our district. I'll be brief.
You were the best table topic of the night. In 2 minutes. Good job. All right. A little bit more here, and then you know what, Matt? I can't roast you because I love you so much. You're one of the nicest guys I know. I really, and I'm not kidding. It's true. All the people here love you very much too. And I just want to share a couple of comments with you before I introduce Michael. Michael, you're up last.
Oh, no.
I know, I couldn't, I thought the best place to put him last, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can clean it up, send it home, make it all good. So, I think I told you this already, but Keith had something more important to do. He had to go to the zoo for his birthday today. So he sent some good material, especially the vanilla joke, you know, so FYI. But he also wanted me to share this with you. I've always admired Matt's sincerity in his friendship and with others and with me. Thank you, Matt. Yeah. Gosh, don't ever ask me to do this again. Just kidding. Oh wait, when you run and for District 6, you can do this. Yeah, that's right. Okay. one thing I just wanted to remind everybody, behind every successful district, District 106 is one of them, is somebody willing to answer late night questions, middle of the night, drive countless miles, we've heard that earlier from the expense reports, right? Expense reports. Encourage nervous speakers, coach struggling clubs, area directors, put the organization's missions ahead of their own. Matt did all that, and more. So many of us are better speakers, better leaders, and better friends because Matt invested his time in each of us. So one thing that I want to share before I bring up Michael too is Matt, you've been roasted by friends here, colleagues, fellow leaders, fellow Toastmasters. I know the whole room would like to stand up and participate, and I invite you, if we have time, I don't think we do, but.
We don't.
The jokes were plentiful today, the stories were somewhat embarrassing, and most of them were even true. Sorry. But beneath every joke is the respect that we hold for you. Respect for everything that you've done. Thank you for your leadership, your service, your friendship, and the example you've set for all of us in District 106 now that we are the new District 6. Not the old District 6 merged, but anyway, please, everybody, I'm not going to call a toast right now until after Michael, but Michael, I'll let you call the toast if that's okay. And please welcome up Michael Carlton, he's the funniest guy I know in the district.
He has 5 minutes, right?
He gets the whole, he gets whatever he wants.
No, he has 5 minutes, that's it.
It was nice knowing you.
Whatever I want.
Uh-oh.
You have 5 minutes.
I'm out.
Honestly, Matt, I couldn't roast you because I love you too much. Okay, we know that's a lie. Now let me do my job. Thank you, Anne. I wrote down all the good things about Matt. Nothing on there. Moving on. True story, last night I hosted a dinner party for the trio and a few other select people. And I know some of you are like, I'm a select people, I couldn't fit you all. Maybe next time. And Crystal made the list, so talk to her.
Thank you, Michael.
We hosted a dinner party, I thought it was gonna be small, so I had one thing in mind, and then it became larger, so I had to make something for a good quantity of people. So I made bolognese from scratch. 10-hour cook, low and slow, all day long. And I know it was good because I get to sample it all day long. I almost made a meal out of that. And being that Matt is the immediate past district director, we gave him the honors to go first. And he did comment, he said, Michael, that was great, it was magnificent. One of the best meals I've had in America. And for the rest of us, I ordered pizza. I said it sure looked good. The way he ate it, it must have been amazing. Brian, how was the pizza?
Lovely.
It was all right. Matt and I met many, many moons ago, back in the old District 6 days. We both were on the leadership journey at about the same time. We were both area directors at the same time. Didn't really know much. Division director, we both served at that same time. So there was 10 of us in total. So 8 other people and I had the honor to, I'm sorry, let me fix that. Matt Villella had the honor to serve with myself and 8 other very distinguished individuals as a division director for the last year of District 6 before the split. And you know Matt, you can see him anywhere. You catch him anywhere. You cannot miss him. And like many unique people, there's a catchphrase that usually comes along. We all remember Johnny Carson. Remember Johnny Carson? What was his line? What did Nick say?
Here's Johnny.
Said, here's Johnny. UFC fights, the big ones, it's always the let's get ready to rumble. Matt Villella, it was, oh, here he comes. We made it to that last year in District 6 before the split. District 106, I had the opportunity to run for the club growth director and serve as a club growth director. And I talked to Matt about it, you gotta get on the trio. We gotta get you on the team. And he said, I'm doing it, I'm right behind you. Next year, I'm running for club growth director, and next year,
He didn't.
No, Matt. Whoops.
There was no Matt. And I tracked him down. And I said, Matt, why aren't you running for club growth director? He came up with a story about a master's degree. I said, Matt, I'm pretty sure a master's degree is not going to change your efforts for getting that part-time job at Tim Hortons, but you knocked yourself out. I think the reality was he looked at the ticket on who was running for club growth director. Now we know Matt. We know he likes to win, right? Matt likes to win. And I think if Matt can't win, he don't even want to play. A little only child syndrome, maybe, perhaps? I know. I am an only child. So he looked at the ticket for, could he win that year? That year right after me, he could have ran against Kimberly Reddington. No chance. Goku Shrestha. Nope. No. Ed Alward. Could you take on Ed Alward? No. And then he saw that safe spot. Katie Hirsch. One of the nicest, kindest people you could ever meet. And Matt is none of those things. And brutal. And he figured he could bury her. Nope. I even encouraged him to run. It is time for you to run. I told him it's because you owe me. And he said, well, I'm going to the district level humorous speech contest. I said, you'll never win that. Shoot for club growth, man.
Why'd you listen?
Sorry.
I got a trophy.
You sure did. You sure did. Eventually he got into that trio and he ran for all those layers and he made it to district director. Lucy, I was talking to some of the residents of Canada up in Thunder Bay, of all the people up there. Said, it's kind of exciting to have somebody from Canada back in the trio. How do you feel about that? And David Goldsworthy had a conversation with him, and he said, well, since most of the clubs are down in the metro, and I'll do my best David Goldsworthy impression, he said, you can keep them. No take-backs. Eh?
5 minutes yet?
We're getting there.
We lost count.
I guess the last thing I'll end with is we'll talk about that thing that nobody really wanted to talk about too much. The fall. The incident. Yes, at Whitebear Lake, he took a tumble because he can't count stairs. He counts stairs like he counts his finance. So yeah, he took a fall, and I was there. I was there for it. I saw it. He started falling, and a lot of people reacted. I didn't, but a lot of people reacted like, oh my God. And I've never seen anyone fall so slow in my life. It was, you were like, oh my God. Oh. And they're there to rescue him, and they're like waiting for it to end. Oh. Finally fell. He said he was all right. He came out of my house after that contest, and I did my best to medicate him. Whiskey, rum, beer. I don't know if you remember. You probably shouldn't remember, because I did my best to make sure you didn't. We talked to him, and we're like, you should probably go to the doctor. You go to the doctor. Being the staunch Canadian, he goes, oh no, I'm not going to the American doctor. I'll wait till I get home. And I heard that car ride was agonizing. He just whined and cried and pissed him on all the way home. He finally made it to Canada to get in line for the clinic so he could get in. And I'm sure it was like a month later when he finally got in with the great health care. And what he found out from all his injuries is that he is not pregnant. Congratulations. I can do the final toast. So I can do my best to do a toast. I can see the bar is closed. It's not even here. If you have a beverage, hold it up. If you don't have a beverage, pretend like you have a beverage, like I am, and hold it up. And let's give it a toast to the big man in charge, the immediate past district director, the guy we know and love, and it's been an honor to serve with for all those years, even though you took a little break. This one's for you, big buddy Matt Villella. Cheers. Woo!
It's my turn, and I will make this quick.
Do you want the mic?
Thank you, Pat. No, I got a mic. I'm Britney Spears.
Oh no.
Thank you, Pat, for arranging this, what's supposed to be a roast. Went more like Sesame Street, but whatever. I'm not sure where you found these people. You know, there's tier 1 and tier 2 and tier 10. I think we're about tier 12. I don't know what happened here. 45 minutes of sitting here. I could have been doing other things like eating, napping, watching TV, watching WWE, writing a speech. Anything better than that torture. Oh my God.
We're out of bolognese.
So Leo, when you're supposed to do a roast, you don't come up here and laugh at yourself. You're supposed to be funny. I don't know if you got the memo. I don't know what happened. Courtney, felt like I was in 1960. I don't know. Something was going on. I was tripping on something. Thank you so much. But what else to talk about that? Anna, thank you for bringing me catnip and cat toys. I think your cat's going to be upset that I took their toys, but that's okay. And clearly I was not listening to a shook. Clearly you're the favorite. So a shook. Thank you for pronouncing my name right. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying awesome job, amazing job. I know I'm your hero. But you clearly weren't paying attention this year. Because I hate meetings. I hate agendas. And I hate follow-up emails. And and that brings me to you, Anne. Do your job. I wasn't going to let you do your job, but there were so many damn emails, I wasn't sure what you were doing. I am very self-aware. No. Tom? What the heck was that? I think you called me fat. And we do have a funny last name. Yours is funnier.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a gravitational pull. And your emails, I needed to stop and have a snack and a dinner to read through it. Brian Rice, Ear of Corn, was that from the 1950s? Let's say. Creative bookkeeping. Well, if you weren't such a royal pain, I wouldn't have to be so creative. Thank you for testing my patience. Michael Carlton, there's nothing to say about you. You already said enough about yourself. I thought you were a professional comedian. There was this YouTube video about how funny you were. I'm still waiting, it's terrible. It's brutal. And of course you have to hit the low-hanging fruit. Yeah, I fell. I broke my knee. I broke my wrist. I got up. I gave out some awards. I smiled. I cried a little bit on the way home. I had a nap. Had some medication. But I did it. I don't think you'd be able to do it. Oh! Oh, I sprained my finger. I need to go to Emerge. Oh, my finger. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you so much for the roast. I don't know if it was wonderful, but thank you for 45 minutes of my life that I'll never get back. I truly appreciate all of you. Thank you for everything that you did for 106. And let's go District 6. Let's kick ass this year. Woo!